This is Bricks for you. Today we have Lego set 75575, the Ailu Discovery from Lego Avatar. This is specifically based on the Way of Water film, and this is also the cheapest set of the line, retailing for $24.99. Previously, I was a little scared to get into the Lego Avatar line, simply because the cheapest set at that point was $45, and I think going in for a cheaper price range that I would still prefer there to be like a $10 set. But I can get with a lot of the creatures and such. That's probably not possible unless they had like a poly bag. There was just a little bit of terrain, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is the very first set that really caught my eye. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. This set right here next to the box. And I actually have to show off the booklet simply because I don't normally talk about how cool booklets are. But every couple of pages that you build, let me just find the very first one. After you like build every piece of it, as you can see, they suddenly have pictures from the film, like of the actual creature near the actual place, which I think was just really cool feeling, and it definitely made my building experience of this much more enjoyable than it would have been otherwise. Even here we have a little, almost like a self mini ad. Here we have, I think this is the same creature again. This is the town they have on the water. They made a set of that. I'm not really interested in it, sadly. I think it's just too big for right now. There's an Avatar ad in the ending of the manual. I really like that. That's just the regular completed part. So this is the actual set itself. There's two minifigures. You have this figure who I have no idea how to pronounce her name. It's Tassira. I'm just going to call her T. T is done in this very nice blue color that's very reminiscent of the diamonds from Minecraft. This is also my very first time to look at the actual Avatar headpiece, which I think is very interesting. I think it does capture what they're going for pretty well, and I really do not know how LEGO would have done much better. These are the smaller ones, and this is Tuck. So he's supposed to, I guess he's supposed to be a kid because he's using the medium short legs that actually have articulation. But because of the head, he's still rather tall. But of course, I guess if you have the Wave 1 figures that had the woody arms and the woody legs from Toy Story that just make them a lot taller, they would of course not seem as large. So you have this little outcropping. This feels like it could be in like Lego Friends. It's a really cool overall thing. It has this gray piece in purple. It has just the leaves in this magenta, pink piece. But it really does give a nice underwater feel to an alien world. This itself is the Ailu. It uses these vinyl wings, which I am a little worried about because it does look like something that could eventually bend more than it already has. I do not like when they do these vinyl wing pieces. I get why they do it, but I wish they didn't. There's a little headpiece, I believe, first came in Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts, just has that little mouthpiece that will come down. It has the typical things. I think this somehow connects to figures, but they just use as a reins in this set. And again, just perfect little detailing beneath it. Again, that little big leaf piece in magenta, smaller leaves in pink. These almost, the fish color makes them almost look like they're glowing. And my favorite piece is that this piece in turquoise. I love it when they include pieces with really just neat colors, because I think a lot of times Lego sets, will reuse the same piece in a color over and over and over again. And when you just get a new color, it's so nice because then you can build something just completely new, and it's always great to just get a new color. So overall, I think this set is 179 pieces. For $25, I think I could definitely see the value, and I think it's also really cool because it has an inbuilt display stand, because you can actually take the creature off. I pulled half the rock up. Because you can actually, now I pulled half the creature off. As you can see, it's a little finicky. But you can kind of take the creature off and you can actually swim it. I'm pretty much always going to leave it on this display stand, just because I don't really see myself playing with this set. But I think this is a very good way to introduce someone to the theme. And I also think it's the best set I've seen so far they've made for the Avatar films. Just because in that first wave, even though I did like the RDA and Samsung, I don't know exactly what they called the plane, but that site, I really like that. But at the same time, it's $100 and it's not an $100 liked set. And I think that was my initial problem with the Avatar line is a lot of these bits of scenery, first seeing reviews, I kind of thought they were just helping to boost the part count, which I mean they are, but at the same time, having actually gone a set in hand, I can say it definitely feels like a more complete set for the little bits of scenery, and especially using it as a display stand. That's a very good idea, and it definitely works very well in this set. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.